The Mavericks defeated the Utah Jazz 113-97 on Thursday. I'm going to take a look at how the Jazz approached guarding the Mavs, specifically with Luka Doncic on the court. Luka finished with 34 points and 8 assists. Kyrie Irving finished with 16. And Daniel Gafford finished with 24, 10 total dunks out of 18 from Dallas. I'm just going to get into all the ways, Utah tried to guard him and how Dallas created advantages and countered. Let's get right into it. One of the themes that the Mavericks offense has faced from opposing teams since starting Derrick Jones Jr. and PJ Washington together has been the focus to shrink the floor by either, helping off of the strong side corner for even just a little bit before recovering back, while primarily pre-rotating that low defender from the weak side corner to be able to pack the paint and both tag the roller and just make it more difficult for the ball handler to operate. And that's what the Jazz are going to do on this first possession. Here, Gafford is going to screen for Luka. He's going to reject this screen. You see Lauri Markkanen off the strong side corner for a little bit just to show help. He's going to recover back. The low defender is prioritizing being able to help against the roll to tag the roller, and now the shot's open in the weak side corner. PJ Washington misses. Usually the Mavs will have Luka Doncic be the one operating at the post, drawing a double and passing to the top of the key for Kyrie Irving to attack, but the roles are reversed on this possession. Luka plays out of the shot fake. Lauri Markkanen is going to help off the strong side wing to be able to deter Luka from attacking the rim. Luka's going to stop on a dime, pull up in mid-range around the elbow, and miss the shot. Kyrie Irving is going to run a side ball screen, make a pocket pass after attacking along the sideline, and Gafford's going to try to finish through a low defender rotation and get to the free throw line. Derrick Jones going to screen for Kyrie Irving to try to force a switch, but Chris Dunn fights through it, and then now Gafford's going to come up to screen, and Irving's going to get towards the nail and is going to pick up his dribble, read the low defender fully committed to the paint, pass the ball to Jones, who's going to shot fake, drive a closeout, and get the ball to PJ Washington, who's left wide open on the weak side, and he misses the three. Luka's going to reject a Daniel Gafford screen. Chris Dunn pokes it from behind, and it's a turnover. The Mavs were adamant about pushing the pace. Kyrie Irving throws it ahead to PJ Washington, who gets the first dunk of the game, one of very many. Early in this play, watch how Derrick Jones Jr. beats Chris Dunn down the floor at the bottom of the screen. Luka Doncic is going to see this and throw a very on-the-money two-hand bounce pass as a throw-ahead pass, giving Jones the opportunity to catch and finish. Another example of the chemistry with Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. Kyrie is going to hand it off to Luka early in this possession, and then now Luka is going to come off wide, get into a step back, shot fake, get the ball back to Kyrie for a quick give and go, gets it on the bounce pass, and then he's going to draw the dunker spot help and then lob it up to Daniel Gafford for the finish. Here's another play where Luka gets the best of the Jazz using a shot fake. Here he flows right into it, initiating possession, tosses it to Daniel Gafford, gets it back on a handoff. Hendricks tries to go under. Luka's wide open and hits the shot. The Mavericks are going to play out of a zoom action handoff for Luka Doncic on the inbounds play, and Chris Dunn tries to fight through both screens, but Luka's going to be able to get very deep on this drive. He's too big for Dunn to handle, plays off two with the fake, and is able to get into an easy floater. Daniel Gafford's going to come set a screen for Luka Doncic, and now Walker Kessler has to respect the threat of Luka taking a shot on the step back. Luka's going to read the low defender, rotated over to the paint, toss it to the weak side corner to Tim Hardaway Jr., and Hardaway's going to try to make a play off the catch, tries to get to the elbow, pull up and shoot, but misses the shot. Dante Exum's going to initiate this play. Luka Doncic is going to be the first screener in a double drag screening action, but the Mavericks are going to use it to give Luka a post touch against a smaller defender in Chris Dunn. He's going to try to back him down. Reed's nail help is rotated, going to pass out, get it back. With the fresh possession, he's going to get the ball with his back to the defender, and he's going to try to play through a pivot, step back, going to his left, misses the long mid-range. Luka's going to play out of a ball screen rejection with that push crossover again, and he's going to try to dribble into the gap with the defender pinned on his back, get a Gortat screen, but then the lane's going to be packed, and he's going to throw the ball to the corner to Tim Hardaway Jr., who shoots it. First shot's a miss, but the Mavericks are aggressive, coming up with the loose ball. Luka finds PJ Washington for a second chance look, and he misses the three. Luka's going to get the ball out of another zoom action handoff, and Walker Kessler's going to stay attached to the big, and Luka's going to use a dribble, get into the defender on his left side to avoid the nail help from being able to make a play on the ball, and gets an and one floater by banking it in. Luka's going to play out of a double drag Spain play, and the Jazz off-ball defenders are all focused on parts of the action. He's going to turn the corner, play through contact against Taylor Hendricks, and this is an easy scoop finish with his right hand. Derek Lively is going to come up and set an angle pick-and-roll screen for Luka Doncic. He's going to slip the screen, and Luka's going to play it out of a between-the-legs dribble, get into the gap with the defender on his back, and then Lively's going to set a Gortat screen in the lane. Luka protects the ball, sweeping the ball over the top. This creates a wide-open scoop finish with his right hand that he finishes. With Lauri Markkanen guarding Luka Doncic out of horns here, they're going to take him for a ride, get the ball on the handoff from Gafford, and then get into a rescreen. There's a lot of work for a 7-footer to do. Luka draws 2. He's going to stay patient, read the defense, and sees that Daniel Gafford has a smaller defender pinned, and just forces the ball to him and draws a foul. The Mavs are going to play out of a horn set with Luka on the elbow once again. They're going to flare screen for Kyrie Irving. He's going to miss the first shot. They get the offensive rebound. And then now, as Luka plays out of a triple threat, they're going to flare screen for Kyrie again. And he's going to somehow miss the shot again. And then the ball's going to pop around. The Jazz try to save it and throw it right to Daniel Gafford in the front of the paint for a finish. Luka is going to flash for a post touch from Kyrie Irving, and he's going to have an empty corner to operate, and this is Luka against Chris Dunn, a smaller defender. He's going to back down, try to make an inside move, and get the foul call. Out of this ball screen slip from Derek Lively, Walker Kessler is engaged at the level of the screen. Luka leaves his feet, and he's going to read that neither corner defender is accounting for Lively on that roll. Lively's just going to get an easy catch and finish. Chris Dunn is going to under this first ball screen from Derek Lively. After the rescreen, he's going to try to fight over. Walker Kessler tries to stab at the ball to slow Luka on the drive left. And Luka's going to read Colin Sexton is responsible for helping here, where he's playing off of Dante Exum from the strong side wing. And Luka's going to use this to his advantage, stare down Exum, and then throw a no-look pass with Sexton being unsure of where the ball is going. It finds Lively deep in the paint for another finishing chance. The Mavericks push the ball ahead in transition, and as you can see, Luka is calling for the ball with Walker Kessler already guarding him. He's going to attack him on an ISO shot fake, him to commit to crowding space for the potential step back, open up his stance, and now Luka has the drive middle going to his right. He's going to play off of 2, use a series of shot fakes, draw contact, but not get the foul call on the floater attempt. It looked like the Mavs are going to play out of a double drag, but Exum flips the first screen instead. Luka's going to come off. Exum pops, and then as Luka gets downhill, he draws the commitment of 2 defenders, gets it to Exum on that pop, and he delays on the catch, pass fakes, gets 2 defenders beat, but then he tries to finish with his back turned to the basket on the way down with one hand and is unable to get this to go. Luka's going to get a middle pin down from Maxi Kleber and get into an ISO against Taylor Hendricks, who's being aggressive with on-ball defense. Luka attacks right, draws contact, and plays out of the turnaround jumper, tries to shoot over the top, and misses long. Great wall-up by Kyrie Irving, containing Colin Sexton in transition. Luka then tosses it up to Irving to get into the transition pull-up, and he knocks down the shot. The Mavs are going to run a horn set with Kyrie off the elbow. Luka's going to make the entry pass, and then is going to screen for him. And as this happens, the Jazz switch. Kyrie plays out of a shot fake, gets it to Luka to ISO, and the Mavericks have done a better job of punishing nail help. With, you see here, Taylor Hendricks is focused on, staying in that nail area to close the gap. The Mavericks are going to flare screen, create a passing opportunity for Luka to loft the ball up to the weak side to Irving, who's going to make an extra pass to Hardaway, who misses the catch and shoot 3 on a rim out. The Mavericks are going to get Luka a post touch on this play, and he's going to bring it out to the 3-point line on a face-up, and he's going to try to break down Hendricks out in space on the ISO. He's going to go between the legs and then play out of the right to left crossover, and he's going to get that step back off that move, shoot over the top, and miss on the fade. Good defense leads to another opportunity. After the steal, Luka gets the ball in the middle of the floor, pushes on the break, and just finishes on the right side of the rim. With the Jazz frequently playing up to the level and then having the big back pedal after playing that up to touch defense, Luka is going to come off wide and then get into a step back. Walker Kessler's going to back pedal, and Luka's not going to get contested enough and makes the shot. Luka's going to ISO against Taylor Hendricks, play out of it between the legs, get right into that step back, going to his left, and banks the shot in. Using superstars to play out of actions and involve their creativity is a great use of talent, and here, out of a stack pick and roll, Luka draws 2 and then is going to find Kyrie on the pop, and as this play develops, watch Daniel Gafford's off-ball positioning. Kyrie is going to allow him to relocate to the opposite dunker spot by buying time with multiple jab steps, playing out a triple threat, using jab steps to get the defender to open up their stance, and then also buy time for the off-ball movement to clear the lane. And Kyrie's going to play through contact, get low on his drive, and then play out of a jump stop, short-range jumper, and bank the shot in. Kyrie Irving against the post-up on Lauri Markkanen pries the ball loose, and now they're going the other way. Kyrie's going to find Luka on the trail, who then tosses it up on the lob to Daniel Gafford for the dunk. Against a smaller defender, Luka has his back to the basket, gets the entry pass, and then plays out of a get action with Daniel Gafford. He flips the screen, rolls to the rim. The low defender blows up the lob, though. Luka is going to reject a double drag screening action here. This creates a cutting chance for Jones. Luka makes the bounce pass, and he's going to try to finish through Walker Kessler, trying to protect the rim on the weak side rotation, and draws the foul. Luka throws it ahead in transition and gets immediately back, plays out of a shot fake, step back three going to his left, and misses the shot short. Luka's going to sell that he's going to use this screen from Derrick Jones Jr., plays out of a push crossover to reject it, draws help from the nail help. After playing off two, he has P.J. Washington wide open on the weak side wing, and he misses the catch-and-shoot jumper. Kyrie's going to initiate this ball screen possession here. The big defender's playing up, so he just throws it over the top. Gafford draws a low defender, uses a fake on the catch, and gets to the free throw line. Kyrie's going to play out of ISO in the corner, play out of a series of jab steps, and then read that the help is pre-rotated, and he's going to just get into the three and miss the shot. This was tremendous effort from Luka. He walls up a drive, pries the ball loose, dives for it on the floor, flips the ball up to Kyrie Irving, who then throws the alley-oop to the trailing Derrick Jones. P.J. Washington's going to get left completely unaccounted for on this cut as Daniel Gafford screens for him. Luka reads this breakdown, immediately passes to Washington for the dunk. Luka's being pressured early by Taylor Hendricks. He likes what he has by playing out of that spin move against the contact. He hits the brakes playing out of a between-the-legs dribble on the recovery, goes between the legs again, and plays out of a spin step back, has space on the release, fades away on the shot, and misses it. Kyrie Irving's going to drag this ball screen from Daniel Gafford out wide with the defender playing up to touch, and he's going to just go between the legs, commit to having the ISO on the wing, play out of the hesitation, in and out dribble, uses the offhand to create contact and separation, and then plays through a step through off two and gets the finish to go. Kyrie's going to try to play out of a ball screen rejection. Gafford flips the screen. Kyrie loses it, gets it back on a handoff, and finds Luka to take the catch and shoot three, and he misses the shot. This is a great example of pushing the pace and getting Luka involved as a trailer. He passes to Kyrie, who then immediately hits Dante Exum, and now Luka is attacking on the trail. Easy scoop finish at the rim. Exum punishes the Jazz for not getting back on defense once again here. He's going to find Daniel Gafford cutting to the rim with a smaller defender, Colin Sexton, responsible for protecting it. Easy dunk. Again, with how rarely the Mavericks tend to turn the ball over on a typical night, teams are at a very significant disadvantage when they're turning it over on the other end. With Luka securing the loose ball, the Mavericks are going to take the steal the other way. This is effectively a 2-on-1 where Luka's going to draw the one defender long enough to then throw that live dribble lob to Kyrie Irving to flush it home. The focus of this play is to get the ball to Maxi Kleber and play out of a developing handoff where Kyrie Irving is going to be the focus. Here he's going to try to read the defender, see if he can beat them on a back cut, and typically defenses like to top lock him, creating that back cut opportunity, but the Jazz do not do that here. So with that back cut attempt, Kyrie's going to establish the advantage to then come off and actually get the handoff. And the defender goes under, so Kyrie's going to pull up. And this was a lucky bailout for the defense where the shot just rims out. The two-man game sequence from Luka and Kyrie. Kyrie rejects a screen from Luka, draws Taylor Hendricks long enough to get the ball to Luka before the recovery. Luka plays out of an attack left between the legs dribble, tries to create that advantage with the strong side help, rotated over, made the driving lane congested, and Luka thinks he has a foul call against contact, puts up the floater, and the refs don't call it. The Mavs were aggressive, attacking in transition for a stretch. Exum pushes the pace, lobs it up to Luka, who draws the foul on the lob. Watch Luka Doncic here. He signals to Exum to make this throw-ahead pass. He tries to get it to Tim Hardaway Jr., and he just misses the catch. And then after a jump ball, Luka's going to try to make an immediate throw-ahead pass, and he gets tipped by Lauri Markkanen. Luka's going to draw both ball screen defenders after the step-up screen, and he's going to pick up his dribble mid-drive, read that the low defender is rotated to tag the roller, and Colin Sexton's going to be responsible for guarding 2-with-1. Luka tries to manipulate him by using the no-look pass, staring down the weak side wing to try to get the weak side corner open, but Sexton makes a great read and jumps the pass. Lauri Markkanen's going to be guarding Luka Doncic. The Mavs attack out of a zoom action. It's a lot of work for a 7-footer to have to fight through screens, and he lunges into Luka mid-drive and commits the foul. Exum's going to get the ball to Luka, then screen for him, and Lauri Markkanen's going to fight over the screen with it being a late clock situation. He wants to be able to be the one to use his length to contest. Luka hits the step-back three regardless. Markkanen's guarding Luka Doncic on a zoom action here. He goes under the off-ball screen. Luka flares using that screen. Luka's going to play out of a shot fake on the catch. Now Markkanen's going to be on his left side, opening the drive right. Lively slips out of a screen. The nail help commits. Luka makes that late pass out, gets it to a wide open Maxi Kleber, who misses the catch and shoot three. This was another spray ahead pass attempt from Luka trying to connect with Derek Lively after inbounding it, and the defense tips it. The Mavs are going to play out of a stack pick and roll where the big defender gets screened by a back screener. And Luka's going to draw two initially, throw the bounce pass to Tim Hardaway Jr. on the pop. He uses a shot fake, gets downhill, makes the pass to a wide open Maxi Kleber, who turns down this open corner three, seeing that the defense isn't helping the helper, and he's going to be able to make this drop-off pass on the closeout attack, creating an easy dunk for Lively. This play is a great example of the Mavericks' persistence on the offensive boards. Luka comes off a screen from Jaden Hardy. Lively slips the second screen, and then he's going to try to throw a lob to Lively, and he misses the dunk. But P.J. Washington crashes the boards, comes up with the ball, tries to finish it on the putback. Chris Dunn rips it. Lively tracks the ball. The ball pops, finds Luka for a catch-and-shoot three. He misses that one, and then the ball tips out to Jaden Hardy for a catch-and-shoot three. He misses, but Lively's active again on the offensive boards, pitches it to Derek Jones, who lobs it up to a wide-open P.J. Washington. Here's an example of the lack of shooting that the Mavericks have in the corners, limiting the ability for complementary players to attack. Jaden Hardy attacks out of the pick and pop with Luka drawing two defenders, and Hardy's going to try to throw a lob up to Derek Lively, but the low defender Lauri Markkanen blows up the play at the rim using his length. This was almost a tremendous play playing out of the pocket here with two ball screen defenders committed to Luka early. He's going to get that pocket pass around Walker Kessler. Lively's going to play out of some pivots, get the ball to P.J. Washington, and Jaden Hardy's wide open in the corner, but Lively never exited the paint, getting called for 3 seconds. The Jazz are going to play up on ball screen coverage again after Gafford screens for Luka. Kessler's going to try to backpedal and recover. Luka's going to use this to his advantage, playing out of a between-the-legs dribble, knowing that the drive right will have some space to operate around the nail. He's going to get into a stride stop, turnaround, use a shot fake, try to get the defender in the air, and then he's going to be stuck trying to fade away here with Taylor Hendricks not lunging forward enough on that fake and just shooting over a contest. Luka's going to pass to Kyrie Irving out of horns, screen for him, and then the second screen, Irving's going to turn the corner going to his right, but Lauri Markkanen helps out the strong side corner, rips the ball loose, and it's a turnover. The Mavericks had a lot of success in transition. After a failed alley-oop, Kyrie Irving's going to push on the break, bounce it to Derek Jones Jr., who just slams it home. Luka's going to be playing out of a pin down here, out of an off-ball action. Colin Sexton goes under the screen. Luka's shot fakes. Kessler leaves his feet. Now he's splitting both defenders and uses a Euro step in the lane and is able to finish on the way down on the right side of the rim for an and one. Thank you for checking this video out. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and any like and share would be greatly appreciated. And check back for more content like this in the future.